Leo. I am your astrologer wonder girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, May 14th to Sunday, May 20th, 2018. Now, before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know there is a new moon happening this week in the sign of Taurus, which I think is a pretty unusual new moon, especially with Uranus changing signs at this new moon into the sign the new moon is happening, which does not happen that often. Uranus only changes signs every 8 years, and it doesn't always change signs at the time of a new moon. Okay, I think what this can bring is a very big unexpected event that's coming in, or maybe some big frustrations as well, where you want to break free from an old way of doing things to move forward. If you want to hear more about that, other than what I say in this weekly, in a more in-depth kind of way, please check out the link down below in order to get a more detailed report on your sign for this new moon. Okay, so that's what I have there. Now, Leo, for your week, what I want to start talking about is actually Mars and Uranus making big moves this week. Mars is going to start out in Capricorn, it's going to move into Aquarius, and then we've got Uranus as well, going to start out in Aries and then going to move into Taurus, where you see it here, and they're going to be squaring for most of this week. Mars for you in Capricorn is going to be in your 6th house of your job and your daily routine, and Uranus in Aries is going to be in your 9th house of something new and different that you have not done before. Here's the square. So I think what's going on is you're trying to have a new job, a new daily routine, to do something new on the day-to-day, or to have more of a routine that excites you, that you feel passionate about, that you love, that supports more of your beliefs, that lets you do more of the things that you enjoy and excite you going on. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to figure out. That could be a little bit difficult. Perhaps your job has gotten stale. A set of daily routines maybe have gotten a little hard to handle here, and you're trying to act out to do something new that you haven't done before, to bring more of that excitement in. Perhaps as well, with Uranus involved, there's something new that comes up that's unexpected that you then have to figure out how to integrate into your life, your job, your daily routines in a practical way. Okay, so I think that's what's going on this week. Just feeling maybe a little bit frustrated about your job and daily routines, wanting to have more fun, be more excited on the day-to-day, and trying to figure out how to bring the two together. Okay, after that happens, this is also going to occur pretty early on Tuesday of this week. That's when we have Mars move into Aquarius, which is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships of the one-on-one variety, and Uranus move into Taurus in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, your social standing, and your life direction. Okay, so you start out the beginning of the week trying to have more fun on the day-to-day, do something new with your job that excites you, maybe feeling frustrated about that. And I think perhaps you get more of a handle on that, or some understanding, or something unexpected comes up as you try to break free. And then as a result of that, you have to deal more with relationships. Okay, and how you can start to use your relationships, or to get a handle on your relationships, probably a better word, to put them in the right direction. Maybe you end up doing something new, having a new job, a new daily routine, or something comes up allowing you to do that. And then as a result of this new job or daily routines, you now have to work with people differently on the day-to-day. Okay, and I think that's what the second half of the week comes to be about. Now that more or less I'm having a job or a daily routine that hopefully excites me more, how do I work with people, and in what way do I work with people to sustain this thing that excites me? What needs to change about my relationships? What do I need to do differently, and who do I need to partner with differently, and how, in order to move forward and make this more exciting life for myself that I want manifest in a better way? All right, and I think that's what's going on, and can definitely bring up some frustrations with the squares here when it comes to what you do on the day-to-day and how you work with people as you try to manifest something that you just like better, and to do something new and more exciting that comes in. Okay, can be a little bit frustrating, but I think if you really do your best to maneuver your job, your daily routines, and your relationships to be on board with something that really excites you, I think it is going to help you here. Where Chiron is, because Mars will sextile Chiron this week, which is also in your 9th house of something new. I think it will help you to feel better about your life. Okay, and I think it's just a matter of trying to work with people and working with your daily routines and moving those things around. And I think that if you can, it is going to help you start to live a life, a new life, put your life in a new or different direction that you like better. Okay, so I think that's what's going on there. After that happens, or around the same time I should say, on Tuesday we're also going to have a new moon here which I mentioned earlier, in your 10th house. So I think as you're trying to maneuver your job, maneuver your relationship so you can get more excited about your life and where it's going, then there gets to be a big new moon coming in on Tuesday, really helping you to feel like you're starting to step foot in some new career, some new reputation, some new life direction. Hopefully bringing in more energy, allowing you an exciting energy, allowing you to see kind of the potential of a new life, a different life, and to start to feel like maybe you have more of a chance to put your life in that direction at the new moon. Okay, so that's what I see happening there. Then after that happens, now we've got to the end of the week. I'm going to be talking about Friday and Saturday. After that happens, we have Mercury also in your 10th house of career in a trine with Saturn in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines. So after you begin to really go in some new life direction or feel like you're starting to move forward on a better career, a better reputation, hopefully doing something new on the day-to-day, having newer, different relationships that support you, then on Friday and Saturday there comes lots of conversations that you may be having about where you see your life going now and about your job or daily routines. Perhaps you've rearranged your job or daily routines to help you launch forward, but I think maybe there are still some more things that you're trying to work out, details that you're trying to communicate or think about so that you can commit to some new or different job or daily routine and move forward on that direction in a way that really can support some of the things that you want for yourself coming in, okay? And maybe communicating with other people about what your job, your daily routine, your life looks like now that you're doing something new and stepping into something new that you haven't done before, or you just trying to work things over in your mind. I think these conversations that you have with other people or yourself will be useful or will be important. The reason why they will be important is because Mercury this week, over the weekend, is in a square with the nodes, and the North Node here is in your 1st house. So I think any conversation you have about your life, about where it's going, and about how you can do it more regularly on the day-to-day in a way that excites you with the right people who get what you want is going to help you feel like you're being more yourself. You're moving forward on your own agenda with your own wants, your own needs, bringing more of that happiness into your life in some way, okay? So I see that happening there. While that's going on, also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have Jupiter coming into a trine here with Neptune. Jupiter for you is going to be in your 4th house of home and of family. And Neptune for you is going to be in your 8th house of changes, endings, and beginnings, and of big financial investments. Okay, so I think while this is going on, especially at the end of the week, there may be a change that you may need to make or start to make to your home, to your family, and to your emotions in order to let yourself go in this new direction that you want to go in. Because this is Jupiter going retrograde, these are slow-moving planets, they've already made this contact before. Perhaps there's been some big change that you've been thinking about making to your home, your family, or your emotional states for a while. And I think now with this trine, it's giving you a chance to pick up the momentum or to start to feel like you're stepping into some of these changes with your home and with your family that maybe you only just thought about or were pushing really hard for earlier, okay? And I think you have the chance to hopefully start to step into, some changes at home so that you can begin to have a new life direction, a new career, a new reputation, and to do it on the day-to-day with the right people, okay? So that's what's coming on there. The last thing I want to mention is going to happen more on Sunday, and that's when Venus moves into Cancer here, which is in your 12th house of your insides and your spirituality and of the past, and makes a sextile to Uranus in your 10th and a square to Chiron in your 9th. So after you move forward on some of these things, since we get to Sunday, I think the attention becomes more internal. You try to figure out spiritually how you can feel better spiritually with what's going on, overcome the past so that you can move forward. I think you paying attention to your spiritual needs and your internal needs is then going to help you feel better about your life and where it is that you're going, this reputation that it is that you're creating for yourself as you move forward. But it may just take some extra effort for you to be comfortable now that so many things have changed and now that you're doing something that maybe you weren't doing before. And I think needing to take the end of the week to integrate all of this stuff that's gone on, that you're doing that's new or different, into yourself spiritually and emotionally so that you can move forward, overcoming the past and feeling more whole about the change that has taken place, like you can start to move your life in a newer, better direction. Okay, so that's what I've got for you there, Leo. Your card for the week is the 8. It's the 8 of Pentacles. This card is actually one is like an apprentice of learning. A lot of times I do see this card have a 9th house Sagittarius kind of vibe because it's all about learning something new, doing something new. And I think that's what this card is all about. It says, you know what? If there's something else you want to do that you haven't done before, that you've been trying to do for some time, I think this card is a green light saying, go do the new thing. Do what excites you, even if you've never done it before. This card, though, because this is an apprentice in some way, I also believe says, take this new thing that you're doing seriously, though, you know, and I don't mean to make it super serious, like it's supposed to be fun and exciting, but don't forget to put in some of the details, some of the planning, some of the strategizing, and don't forget to engage some of your logical mind as you move forward, making some new things manifest, okay? It's not just about doing something new and exciting, but it's about aligning all of the pieces up together and putting all the pieces together in the right ways in order for you to finally feel like you're doing something that you enjoy, putting your life in a direction that inspires you. And I think if you can make sure, to not only do something that you like, but to make it manifest in reality in a practical way that doesn't upset the balance in your life and everything else too much, I think it's going to help you to start to feel better about what it is you're doing and where you're going. All right. So that's what I've got for you this week, Leo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.